YouTube was good. It's Backyard Blends. Today we're gonna do a mid-drop fade. We're gonna do a little bit of shear work, and I'm gonna go in detail about how I like to detail the fade. So right now we're gonna saturate my client's hair and get it prepped. Don't put too much, okay? You don't want your client's face dripping with water, but apply a decent amount so that the hair can be manipulated. Now we're gonna basically create a section, a profile section essentially, down the middle of the client's head. This is going to serve as our guide to cut the length on the sides. Now understand that these are curls, so it's not going to be even. The best way we can, not even, it's not going to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be. We're going to connect it to the, on the little bit to the side of his head, and as you guys see, the length closer to my knuckle is what we've previously cut, and then the length closer to the ends of my fingers is that new length. Now right here, we're gonna take vertical sections to connect the bottom to the top. My client doesn't want a lot of hangover, so that's what we're gonna do. And after that, we're gonna cross-check. Cross-checking essentially is basically checking for peaks and valleys. That way we make sure we get it all even cut. Like I said, with curls, it's not gonna be perfect, so cross-checking is gonna give us our best chance to get a nice even cut. Now right here, I'm applying some hair serum. This is just going to protect it from heat. That way, when we come behind with the diffuser and a little bit of curling cream, we can make those curls pop without burning the hair or the scalp. Okay, so today we're going to be using the no oil blends fading technique. It's really easy, it's simple, and it helps you achieve that buttery blend, that end result we're all looking for. So I'm going to debulk with my 2-guard closed, and then we're going to come behind that and set in our guideline. Now I like to start on the side of the head, and then start in the back, and then connect the two. I'm also leaving hair by the C-cup, and you guys will see as the haircut goes on, but I'm leaving that there to have something to line up later down the line when we do a C-cup. Now we're gonna come behind that with our Babyliss shaver. Make sure you're not applying too much pressure. We're just being gentle, letting the shaver do all the work. All right, so the next step is we're gonna go 1-guard closed, creating up about 1 inch to 1/2 inch, depending on how compressed or stretched out you want this fade to be. This technique is gonna be a lot of repetitiveness, so just think of it as sanding the hair down. Don't overthink it, don't overcomplicate it, and you don't have to emphasize on flicking out either. All right, now we're gonna backdoor that and use our 1/2 guard and do the exact same thing. Don't overthink it, don't complicate it, just do the exact same thing you did with the 1 guard. Hopefully you guys saw that. Towards the occipital bone, I made the guideline a lot wider. That's because the hair back there is usually denser and it's a lot more stubborn, so we need room and we need to make sure we have enough space to create gradients within that section and not have that occipital bone area too dark. So right here to take out this bottom line, we're gonna close our lever and just inch up a little bit, open up our lever 1 notch, and then that line should come right out since we've sanded the hair down. If it doesn't, that's okay. We can come behind that with our 0-gap trimmers or our trimmers using our corners and just take that line right out. Now to set ourselves up for our next couple steps, we're gonna take that 1/2 guard closed and go up about 1 inch. Now within that panel that we created with the 1/2 guard closed, we're gonna fade down using our 1 guard. Remember, emphasis on the sanding the hair down. So we're gonna start lever open with the 1 guard, going all the way to the top of that line. Then we're gonna go halfway, and then we're gonna go closed. Visualizing as stacking guards within that section, so it all should be pretty close together, creating a transition as you guys see right here. Now, by the time we get to our lever closed, if it takes that bottom line out, cool. If not, that's okay. We're gonna come behind that with our 1/2 guard and basically just keep working at that line until it comes out. as you guys see here, I'm going to start with my lever close a notch. And I'm just using my corners, detailing. It might take some time. Sometimes clients have stubborn hair. Sometimes some people don't. So it's all about using your corners, being disciplined, and understand the higher you go, the more open your lever needs to be, and the lower you go in the fade, the more closed your lever needs to be. Now, to connect the bottom half of our fade and the top half, we're going to use our 1.5 guard open using our corners and merge the two, which is essentially how you create a blend. Now right here, you want to be using your corners and using your mirrors to kind of see. You don't want to take it too high. Now after that, we're going to take our 1 guard, which should be able to bring everything together. As you see, we're using our corners, attacking those dark spots, especially towards that C-cup area, the lineup area. So just keep working at it. Take your time. You don't need to rush. So to achieve a great C-cup, it's really just all about setting yourself up for success and framing out your work. So I like to set a guideline at the bottom of the C-cup and then one at the top. Then I'll use the corner of my trimmer, use my finger to help me pivot and just connect the two in the middle. It's really simple, but you don't want to be making no drastic movements here, and you don't want to be going too fast. Detail, detail, detail. You guys, the barber's eye is not something you're born with. It's something that you acquire. It's a skill, okay? So right here, I'm using my thinning shears, and I'm using the smaller side of my comb, and I'm just trying to get all these dark areas, taking my time. You don't want to be taking chunks and patches out of people's hair. I'm also getting rid of some of that darkness around the parietal ridge because my clippers weren't able to get to it. So make sure you guys try this out. It's a great technique, and it's benefited me a lot. Another way I like to detail is, I learned this from Chris Basio, but let's say you fade up during your initial system. Okay, when it's time to detail, you want to fade down using that same system to help you spread that gradiency and really just catch things that you couldn't get before while fading up. So that's also something I would recommend. Right here, I'm just using my half guard. I'm using a different clipper too. Some clippers cut different, some guards cut different. So it's all about learning your tools and using what's best for the situation. Right here, I learned this off of a barber on Instagram. I can't remember his name, but he was basically point cutting, and you can do this with clippers too. Like there's no right or wrong way to do this, you guys. But this is the cut. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. Follow me on Instagram at _thelastbackyardigan2. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe. And I'm gonna take you on this barber journey with me as I progress, and I try to get better, and I want you guys to see all that progress. So thank you, and I'm gonna tap in with you guys later. Peace.